What's up guys, Ryan here. So today I wanted to talk about Amazon transparency codes. Now this is for brand registered brands. You get the option of enrolling in transparency where Amazon essentially will generate a unique alphanumeric non-sequential code that only Amazon can generate, and it's unique per product. So one SKU does not get the same transparency code. If you choose to enroll in transparency, each product gets its own unique code. Now, if you enroll, you're then required to have the unique transparency code printed on all of the products. This is important because if you enroll in transparency and don't put the code on your own products, they will be marked as inauthentic. So it's extremely important that you do this. Otherwise, you're going to screw yourself over. And what this essentially allows people to do is, like, even customers can verify the authenticity of the product. If it's enrolled in transparency and has the code, they'll be able to use their Amazon shopping app to scan the code, and Amazon will do a checkbox saying verified authentic. This is a great step towards removing hijackers and people selling like knockoffs on Amazon and low quality products, which obviously has been a bit of a problem since the beginning of Amazon. People trying to make a quick buck off of, the web traffic and the trust in the Amazon brand. As a third-party seller, people are capitalizing on that. And Amazon obviously does not want that. And they also want to help people who actually do go through the trouble of finding a good supplier to source quality products. They want to help them protect their product listings on Amazon after they've gone through the trouble of establishing the brand identity, building up sales history, building up positive feedback from customers, and then having to worry about like hijackers, right? So if you enroll in brand registry, which means you have gotten a trademark for your brand, which is step one, then you get enrolled and approved in brand registry. Transparency is another thing that you can take advantage of to help protect what is yours, essentially. Protect your brand from people selling knockoffs. Another thing, I've done a video on this a couple weeks ago, was Amazon Project Zero, which is, I believe it's like invite only, or it might still be in beta. But I applied, I was lucky enough to get in, and if you are accepted, you can go through, you take like a quick quiz, you read the terms, and if you get through that part, you're allowed to use a self-service counterfeit removal tool, where if people are selling counterfeit products on your listings, you're able to remove their offer by yourself without having to contact Amazon through the tool. So really nice, really useful. I've used it a couple times. It's been great. This is just something else in addition to that. So basically, when you get into brand registry, you have access to the self-service counterfeit removal tool in Project Zero. You have the option of using transparency codes and, of course, enhanced brand content, where you can swap out the text-based product description, which I've been noticing Amazon sometimes doesn't even render on product listing pages anymore, and have enhanced brand content, which increases the trust from a customer perspective in your brand because you look like you've gone above and beyond and done everything possible to make the product and the product listing as good as possible. I've heard it increases conversion rate by as much as 5%. I'm sure that's, it's averaged out across a large data set. I use it on my top brand, and, since I'm already established in that niche with multiple listings in the top 5, like, I don't know if it's necessarily increased my sales or not. But it is just nice to have. One thing about transparency codes, though, guys, is that if you choose to enroll, you will have to pay for each code. So based on the volume of codes that you use in a year, your price will vary. To start, though, you're going to pay 5 cents per code, which, depending on how much your product costs, like obviously for a low price point product, this is going to eat up more of your profit margin because it's, coming out of your pocket, essentially. You can't really pass. I mean, you can pass the 5 cents on to your customer, I guess, but are you really going to take your product that's $10.99 and start selling it for $10.04? Probably not, right? You're just going to eat the extra 5 cents. So this is the only thing that's worth considering. And I guess the additional headache for your supplier to do it correctly, which, it all depends on who you're working with. If they can accommodate the request to put a unique code on each product or not, that'd be something that you'd have to figure out with your supplier. But anytime you increase the headache, though, or you increase the margin for error, it is worth considering. It's just another thing that could go wrong. So yeah, it's worth considering, guys. There's a whole FAQ if you're looking to get more information about it. There is some interesting stuff. such as if you decide to enroll in transparency, you're required to put the transparency code on all your units regardless of the distribution channel. Now, it might be weird because if Amazon's not distributing them, are you going to expect or tell somebody to use the Amazon app to scan the transparency code to verify the product? Probably not, but it's just part of the agreement. Also, it's worth noting that if you opt into transparency, it's not just customers using the Amazon shopping app to scan the code to verify, but they'll also do it at the fulfillment centers so that Amazon can also verify that the product is authentic. So it is a big step in the right direction. It sucks that they charge for this. I'm probably not going to enroll in it, at least not right now, because I'm not having too much of an issue with getting ripped off, especially with the Project Zero tool. But it's just something worth keeping an eye on. I have all the resources, and I have a contact at Amazon that's helping me understand it better. But once I saw the price tag, I was like, it's just another thing to pay for. Probably opt out for now, but just know that it exists, guys. So thanks for checking out this video. If you liked it, please go ahead and give it a like. Please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, hit me up below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for checking out this video, guys.